It's all right. Yeah, of course, we are back with more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We got a bit done last time. Um, Again, we are going to be talking about Chapter 10 spoilers, so if you're not there, especially where I am, I'll give you 5 seconds. I do appreciate everybody that was hanging out and all that. I do enjoy our talking streams before we get into the games and whatnot. Alright, spoiler ahead. The freaking Ginatak boss. Oh my gosh. We thought that thing was literally a joke in the OG because you could literally just toss a phoenix down on it and it would just boom, it would die. But this guy is a pain. And I had to do some strats to take him out. Again, I did do some backtracking, looking up strats and whatnot. Hang on. So, just in case, I do have a save right after I beat this boss, because I wanted to be sure that I could actually beat this boss with this strat. But I still want to show it off for you guys, because I know, like, what a pain it was and such, because this guy's tough. This guy's very tough. Of course, I'm going to have to remember what it was, because it's been almost, like, 5 days since I've touched the game. And, done that. But, again, we're going to give it, like, one college try. I'll give it my best shot. But if not, then we'll just move on to this save and whatnot. Let me see. Okay, I think it was this one. Yeah, because it's here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I will show you guys my loadout, what all I changed, because I did make some changes. To both Barret and Red, since you kind of had to. But, Red still has the golden collar. I put the Road Warrior bangle on him. I also gave him the Chakra Materia earring so he can have Chakra and not have to worry about his MP. And then, Materia-wise, ATB boost Materia, which I kind of forgot about. HP up, Steadfast block, because blocking is very important when it comes to Red, especially since he has what is called a Sentinel, which, like, I think heals him when he has that status on. So, and to continue building his ATB so he can use chakra, so he can use his moves, etc. Also, item economizer, so he could use it without needing ATB. Ice, I think I just put on there because it was there. It's not necessary. You're not really using any magic in this one. Also, healing materia, just in case. Precision defense focus. Just so you can increase stagger, improves the functionality of blocking with perfect timing, because again, blocking is going to be very, very important with this boss here, and I'll explain why in a second. Vitality up, of course, MP up as well. We also have the Vengeance gauge charge rate. Vengeance is going to be very important, and I'll tell you. And of course, opening ATB, so he has more ATB build up. Now, as for Barret, I'll tell you what it is that the strat is that Barret is basically going to be your tank. You are going to hardly play as Barret as all, except for to tweak a couple things here and there, or if Red dies. And Red is going to be your DPS. You basically just kind of leave Barret on auto, aside from just a couple of tweaks here and there, and you just go to town with Red, while Barret kind of tanks most of the attacks from this guy, sort of. So, of course, the other thing was I needed to go back and learn a lot of his strats, or learn some of his skills, his other weapon skills, because they are very important. Thankfully, it did not take long. It took like 1 or 2 battles before they were mastered and available for use always after this. But, same for Barret, ATB boost materia, MP boost, because he's going to need it, because he is going to be doing auto heals with auto cast, and he has the best healing materia. He also has chakra, just in case, you know, needing to heal but doesn't have the MP for it. HP up, because again, he's going to be a tank. Luck up, they also encouraged luck up, which I'm guessing that has to do with like attack and defense and such. It was just one of the builds that they recommended. And then Item Master increases effectiveness of items used during battle, of course, or either HP or MP heals. Prayer, because again, prayer does heal the party. And we've got it at a pretty decent level right now since we've had it on Aerith. And then assess, because of course you kind of need to have an assess on the boss you're going to be fighting, so you have the strats and such. But Ginatak has no weaknesses, has no elemental weaknesses whatsoever. So we are just taking advantage of what the characters' builds are. And then of course increase attack, increase basic attack damage, and then overcharge stagger siphon. Restore MP upon dealing damage with overcharge to a staggered enemy. This can also be very important. But one of the other things, I forget where you can see it. Oh, I think it's on his weapons. But again, I did go back, get a few of his stuff, including a Lifesaver. Lifesaver was what they encouraged, because temporarily increase your HP and take damage intended for other party members. This increases Barrett's HP to like at least over like 6,100 HP, which with him tanking stuff is going to be very important. Was there anything else that we got? I think it was just him, aside from Red here. Again, the Golden Collar has the best. It also has one of the best skills used for him, which is Watcher's Respite. Is that it depletes the Vengeance gauge to heal your allies, which can actually get you almost a full if the Vengeance thing is full. And that's the other reason why you want to have so many blocking mechanics on Red, is because his Vengeance bar fills faster that way when he's like tanking all this damage. But I mean, you don't want him to tank it because he's gonna die. But doing the blocking, doing the ATB increase, doing the Vengeance gauge, focusing on that, especially so you can use Watcher's Respite just at a moment's notice. It's fantastic. The other thing was having Crescent's Claw and Stardust Ray, just so you can use it during one of the phases, or like a whole bunch of like little ads and stuff come out. And if you don't eliminate those ads, you get debuff stacks, and they are annoying because they don't go away until you stagger the boss again. So we're talking like some real MMO strat stuff going on right here. So again, giving you guys kind of the lowdown for what I'm doing, hopefully also kind of jog my memory for what we're doing to go against this boss, because again, he is tough. He is very tough. It may just be I'm under leveled. It may just be they made him tougher just to make him not so much a joke from OG. Who knows? But again, we are going to give it one good college try so I can kind of show off what the boss is. Oh, a big stretch from Red there. But if we don't, we're not going to be throwing my head against the wall here time and time again. It's out there, I've done it, and we will move on to the save file where I did do it. Sounds like thoroughgoing tank strats. Yep. Because again, I hardly need to touch Barrett, and I just need to go to town as Red and make sure I'm effectively blocking. That's gonna be very important this game, this boss fight. So, alright. I'm just gonna skip the cutscene. Because we ready to go. We ready to go.
Talk about an axe.
Charge at Barrett. Yeah, need to be... Okay. We give him Lifesaver, and then we instantly go to Red. I need to make sure I'm targeting him, getting out of the way of all of his stuff, and then just knowing to block. Also, I think that is this. Yeah, you'll see basically how Red is like gaining stuff back. Which again is part of the strat.
Why you? Come on.
This guy is mean. Behind him. You also want to save.
Oh, you in trouble now.
Leave it to me.
You also want to save. No.
Let's see what you got.
Also want to save all your limits, all your big stuff for right towards the end phase when Doom kicks in.
Coming at ya. Gotcha.
Yeah, this fight takes a while. Go ahead and do Watcher's Respite. No. Just to heal up Barrett. Sentinel Stance. Because Sentinel Stance makes you immune to that attack, basically, which is really nice. Anything to conserve your HP is going to be very important. And you always want to try to use Overcharge on him when he grabs Nanaki, or Red. I'm swapping that. Just to let him go. Alright, so we are saving the limit. I know, crazy, but you're gonna need it.
Give it all. Say your prayer.
You just want to use everything you can to take him out. Use all your basic skills. Do not use your limits on this, because when we get down to like 25 or 10%, you're going to want to save as much of your limits and heavy damage doers till then. And you'll know, again, because of Doom, because Doom is a pain. Doom is a big pain. Sure. There. Alright. Now the next phase. Got all the ads. And dude goes away, but we need to take those ads down.
Big bucket of water when you need it. Give them hell.
Just watch. Come on. Gotcha. Now. Gotcha. Now, end of the line. There. Coming at ya.
Lock on. Off.
Only one winner. Sorry.
You want as many of these gone as possible before they start casting possession. They cast possession. That's going to add to your. Come here. That's going to add to your stacks, unfortunately. Also, Ginatak is immune during this phase. Basically, just these guys. Alright. Excretion.
There must be a way to stop him.
So this can. I forget what the debuffs are. Ow. But basically, the debuffs, I believe they can reduce your MP, reduce your HP. As you can see, Barrett only has like 2,200 when normally he has like over 6,000 HP. It can also reduce your MP. It makes the arena smaller, and it does something else when I forget. But all those stacks below their names, and those don't go away until you stagger this guy again. So good luck. Watcher's Respite.
Come on.
This guy is a pain, as you can see. Kinda like that.
I'm still kicking.
Oh. Oh.
Will live on.
And then of course he summons that. Like, again, this guy is not nice. So, yeah. Again, I think I think this battle took me like 3 hours to get through just to try to beat him because he is tough. He is not nice. But, yeah, this is why I gave it, you know, my best try trying to explain all of the strats and such. So, we are just going to continue on from this. There wasn't much, just, you know, he was beaten. I forget his name. I completely forgot his name, but it just basically says, you know, we have one more person, or Red asks, is like, you know, have I passed my test? Am I a warrior? Do I, you know, have I passed? And he says we have one more person to consult on this, you know, just little conversation, just kind of hinting as to what is coming up. But yeah, rather than just smacking my head against a wall, I legitimately beat the boss, legitimately, using those strats I told you guys. But again, taking like 2 or 3 hours just to try to take him down, you know. So, on we go. Boss? What boss? That was an April Fool's joke.
The Watcher of the Veil fought valiantly and offered up his life in defense of our home. As you see, he still watches over us to this very day.
Wait. Is that... Seto? My father? No, there's no way.
The poisoned arrows of the key transformed his body into stone, and there he has stood ever since, his watch eternal, our savior.
What about my mom? Did she know what had happened to him?
Oh, why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to seal off the cave.
But why? Why did she never tell me the truth?
Because she knew that if she did, you would attempt to seek your father out all by yourself. Your parents strove to keep our Veil safe. But there is one thing they fought even harder to protect. You, Nanaki, their son.
She was afraid. Because I was too small and weak.
Back then, perhaps, but not anymore, heavens no. You've become a fine warrior in your own right. And that is precisely why I brought you here.
No.
But this is not where your journey is meant to end, my dear boy. You must leave the Veil once more.
But I'm a Watcher now. I gotta protect our home like he did.
Listen to me, Nanaki. When I first heard your friend's emphatic warnings, I dismissed them outright. No more than the ravings of misguided youths. When you've lived as long as I have, you start to believe you've seen it all, that no surprises remain. But I realize now how very foolish I have been. The eyes that I thought saw the world clearly have grown blind to new possibilities.
But...
I would hate to impede your progress any further. I bid you leave, Nanaki, before, like me, you become inured to your own ignorance. with sharper eyes and keener ears. Go forth, and in my stead seek the great truths of our world. Look after him for me.
Don't worry. We will.
You failed this trial, my boy. Continue your training and try again. Are you up to the task, Nanaki?
You bet I am. After all. I am Nanaki, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon, and son of Seto, protector of our veil.
Hearken unto me.
The heck?
My name is Gi Natak.
This is new.
O brave and noble Seto, I beseech you once more, hear the urgent pleas of my people. My thanks, Seto. You are as magnanimous as ever. The warrior Nanaki, and you, the Cetra. Come with me.
Pardon? That's new.
That was...
Oh, an exciting turn of events indeed.
We'll back you up for 2,000.
No. Freaking Sephiroth. We already know he's not to be
No.
trifled with.
This one's free.
Well, now we got the band back together, but what? Yeah, that was making me tear up right there, but then, you know, come back to reality with everything going on. My gosh. But that was so sweet. Like, I mean, that moment happened all the same, and like they did kind of portray that the statue was crying, so that was really good. I appreciate that. No, this is new. Being addressed by the Gi Natak. And addressing Nanaki and Aerith like that.
Can anyone explain to me why we're even taking this detour? Anyone? Because some of us are on a mission to secure the material we need to, you know, save our homeland.
How can you talk like that in a place like this? I'm scared out of my wits here.
Yuffie, you need to chill.
This Gi dude's too nice to freak me out.
He may act nice, but who knows what he's planning. Stay alert.
What? Is that Mako? What is going on? Again, this is completely new territory in storytelling with Rebirth, so I don't know what to expect.
The home of the Gi lies beyond.
Don't tell me we're gonna have another tough
Let us begin
battle.
our journey.
Not so fast. What's in it for us? Unless it's materia, you can count me out.
How strange you should mention materia. My people are also in search of it.
Okay, all aboard!
This girl has a one-track mind.
Would have stayed longer if I could, but I'll be back soon. I promise.
Good thing this boat's big enough to hold all of us. What is this we're crossing? No resemblance to the river Styx whatsoever. Are we sure?
I'm gonna hurl.
Maybe try swaying with the rocking of the boat?
I wanna move less, not more.
Didn't seem to mind when you jumped aboard.
Ugh. Only 'cause he mentioned materia.
Be quiet. The planet is listening.
And what's wrong with that?
Anything that reaches the planet's ears, in due time, reaches those of the Cetra. Unfortunately, the Cetra are not a tolerant people.
Excuse me, am I intolerant too? I'm Cetra.
You are indeed one of them, by lineage alone. You know not of their history. That has been lost to time.
Their history?
Consider your ignorance a blessing. The Cetra's past is fraught with horror and sorrow.
Interesting.
So there I am, on the ground, bleeding out, watching everything go dark. Thinking, this is it. This is how it ends.
We're back here.
Only it isn't. Suddenly, the wind picks up out of nowhere. It tugs at me so hard, it feels like it's tearing my soul right out of my body. Next thing I know, I'm back in the orphanage. But nobody can tell me who found me or how I got there. It's a miracle.
Sounds like what happened to me. Whole freaking army unloading on my position. I'm feeling every single bullet. But then, the wind starts blowing. 1 minute, I'm outnumbered. And the next, I'm alone.
None of it
What?
makes any sense. I somehow managed to beat the odds and wake up here, alone. Why in the hell did fate pick me?
Can't think that way.
Can't not think that way. Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't. I'm the only one who gets a pass. And now that it's just me, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Come with me.
Sure, but why?
This is still some crazy stuff
I'll
going
explain
on.
on the way.
And it seems to have to do, I guess, kind of like this main scenario, the vagaries of fate. Oh man. Mommy, how are you?
So, how's Cloud holding up?
You came in the
Marco
middle of an
poisoning's a
interesting
real
part.
number on him. Doubt he's in for a speedy recovery either. But hey, hope springs eternal.
Right. If he does recover, you can bet your ass he'll act like it was nothing. Shrug it off and say he's been through 10 times that shit.
Are we talking about the same Cloud?
Come on. The guy's desperate to prove himself. Not like he needs to. Everyone knows he's a bona fide badass. Hey, why don't you try picking up some work as a merc? A Zack of all trades.
Why?
Stack.
Because one's not enough.
I'll think about it.
It's just one thing after another these days. I mean,
Huh.
we can't take any more hits. How many partings and reunions has this station seen?
Sorry, I just now was catching like a lot of what a lot of the side stuff that was being said. Like the top of the Shinra building was being blown off. Like all the crazy stuff that's been happening here in Midgar. Not to mention that big rift in the sky. Like we don't know what's going on. Other than possibly some timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly stuff. Shinra's gonna attack the rift? What? All the reactors?
Get a load of this.
Oh, I see ad coming up. Hold
Let's
on.
see. The destruction of Sector 7 was orchestrated by Shinra themselves. We can't let those murderers get away with it. People of Midgar, fight back against our corporate oppressors by joining Avalanche. Seek us out at the lot off Petal Lane. Wow, that's bold.
Yep.
These guys are setting a trap for themselves. Shinra will just roll in and round them all up.
Doubt public security will even bother going through the motions. Easier just to shoot and skip the paperwork.
Then anyone who goes is...
An idiot, I know. But idiots are what we need right now. Folks who'll risk it all.
Wait, don't tell me you're going. The things I do for friends.
This is very interesting. Enjoying your last day of vacation? Nice. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. But enjoy your last day of vacation.
Looks to all the folks topside.
Man, this is interesting.
Hey, you ever wondered about your purpose in life? What you're doing here?
Sure, from time to time. Or all the time.
Would never have guessed.
Didn't used to, but things changed. Went through a lot after I joined Shinra, like... a lot.
I bet. I ask because ever since I woke up, I've been wondering about what to do with all this time I've been given.
Hey, Biggs. You said before I ought to try picking up some work as a merc.
Yeah?
'Cause one's not enough. So who's the one?
Cloud. He didn't tell you? Must not have wanted the competition.
When exactly did you meet Cloud?
The day before we hit Reactor 1. So, how long ago was that again? Weird. My internal clock's busted.
Yeah, mine too. What's that about anyway?
Good question.
Okay, there's some real, again, real timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff going on for sure. Because if Zack was bringing Cloud in from where they escaped, I guess, supposedly like at the end of Crisis Core, maybe? Again, I didn't do anything with Crisis Core to know or understand, but I know that this is all about the blending of all the universes of Final Fantasy VII. And then with Biggs, Like, they're both talking like two separate timelines here, like two different times, two different clouds even. Because he's talking about the cloud that he met in the OG in a remake at the very beginning of the game and such. And all the times he's gotten to know him and then being in the pillar.
What's gonna happen to our baby?
Don't know.
I just wish we could have seen their face.
Those were my own words. Let's give them a name.
We've got freebies galore, folks. Come one, come all. Treat you and yours
know.
to something special. But remember, only one per
I
person.
think I prefer being number 2 or 3. Suits me much better.
Yeah?
Why don't
Like
we all go
the guy who only has to worry about the how.
use out of the new
And doesn't have to decide on the what.
A minor role?
Exactly. I'm no hero. So how come I was the one who got saved?
Because someone needs you. You and your can-do attitude.
And who might that be?
You were the guy with
Whoever
Aerith,
brought you back, I
right?
guess?
And assuming there was someone,
Thing in the sky
who
getting
could it
bigger?
have been?
That's a good question.
Hell with it. Let's just do what we want. Start by robbing folks and stocking up on health.
How about no?
Shut up. Once we're loaded, we can drown
It's just up ahead. Keep your eyes peeled.
Copy.
Wait, this is on the way to Eris, and this is where we fought Brood. What's that bike? I feel like I should know that, but
Nobody, huh?
Not a soul.
Well, at least
Hopefully
Shinra
one more
was a
snooze will
no-show
do
too,
it.
right? Who's there?
oh,
Huh. New recruit?
As if I'd ever joined Avalanche.
freaking
I
Kyrie.
just came to see what kind of morons would fall for your dumbass propaganda, that's all. But I should have known. Nobody could be that stupid. Anyway, I'm out, losers.
I told you I wasn't cut out for a leading role. And here I thought I might have been saved for a reason. Some higher purpose. Sorry for wasting your time.
Yeah, that pack.
Biggs! It's up to us to find our own purpose. I mean, who says it's gotta be one way? Everyone's sitting back, acting like the world's doomed, but the future's not set in stone. We're not powerless. So long as we don't lose sight of what's important. You know, what matters most of all when the going gets tough. I don't know, hopes, dreams, maybe? Something like that. So long as we've got those. And hold on tight and never let go.
Like this?
Like your life depends on it.
The world's lucky to have you. It's a start. Anyway, I gotta run. I'll be sure to pay a visit to Cloud when I get the chance.
See ya. Think about what I said.
That really is hopeful
Guess I should probably head home too.
and positive.
Home, huh?
Like, back to that house or back to Gongaga? Also, real quick. Ah. Hang on. Kyrie forgot her backpack, which is filled with traveling supplies. Perhaps she hoped to join Avalanche after all. Glad that they at least made that clear. The bike is still there, though. Oh, are we heading back to Elmira's? I guess. Hmm. Yeah. Despite everything looking so bleak. Oh. Huh. Oh. So all the flowers are dying. Hmm. Hmm. The setup of the situation even suggests Kyrie may have set it all up herself. Maybe. Who knows? Especially considering her little speech in Remake, where it's like, she said, "The sky is falling, an avalanche is to blame." Yeah, freaking Kyrie.
I'm back.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Guess who I just saw? Biggs.
Really?
Said he'd visit too.
Oh, yay! Did he say anything about Daddy or Tifa?
Oh, sorry. Forgot to ask.
Aww.
Zach, would you mind checking on Aerith for me?
Sure.
We're all headed for the same place. You'll see your daddy and Tifa again.
Soon?
Soon enough, Marlene. Soon enough.
It's me.
Hmm.
The wind. That was you, wasn't it? Hello in there.
What?
Huh.
We've arrived.
One, I don't know why she was putting her hand in whatever that water was. And yeah, two, I was wondering about that portrait in the background on the wall too, Minstrel, because it kind of looked like it was taking a little bit of a feature behind Elmira. Also, I used all my snoozes. So.
Still standing.
Yuffie, you need to calm down. Hmm? Wait.
Welcome to the village of the Gi.
Wait. Dude. Heck. Okay, well, that's interesting. Unquenchable thirst. Like, all this, whatever's going on with where or whenever Zack and Biggs and Cloud and Aerith are, like, there's crazy stuff going on, but yeah, I have used up all my snoozes, so we're not going to go too far, especially considering they gave us a number of things, including a new weapon for somebody. Ceremonial staff, something for Aerith. I'm in danger, yep. Anyone got that one danger emote on them? You gonna sit. You gonna duck, sit, and recover. Again, pre-rolls are back on, so I do need to consider running pre-rolls and such. Thank you, Ami. Thank you, Mitchell. Oh, man. Might also need to, maybe move people's materia and stuff around a little bit, considering we've got the band back together. But real quick, I'll go through this before we think about taking an ad break. Yeah, just... all kinds of interesting stuff. I know Punisher would probably be really helpful. I've got to do that in order to get those things. Okay. Bench. Like that. Again, we always try to take 3 minutes of ads per hour to turn off pre-rolls and such, since they are back on, considering we were trying to sit through all those lovely cutscenes. I was trying just to make, you know, get through, well, not get through, because then that means rushing, but you'll know what I mean. Oh, excuse me. And... yeah, ads are coming up. It's like that. There's a good chance for y'all to stand up, stretch, go to the bathroom, snacks and beverages and all that. Yeah, this is... I mean, aside from all the time stuff with Zach and all them, there's some crazy stuff going on. Like, being invited and taken to the village of the Gi. Like this. Ouch. So yeah, I also get to leave you guys with this kind of creepy sound and music of the Gi we've got going on here. So enjoy that. Alright. We've got everybody. So yeah, I'm going to stand up and take a quick stretch break while we let the 3 minutes of ads play. I'm going to get some more water. I encourage you all to do the same, and I will be right back. Alright. Thank you everybody for your patience. I've got my water refilled. Stay hydrated, folks. A creepy ambiance. Yep. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to be in store for us here. Hopefully, again, not more difficult boss fights. Please and thank you.
Welcome to our domain, children of the planet.
Y'all hear that just now?
Yep.
Our flesh is gone, yet our spirits are condemned to linger. Outsiders such as we are unwelcome, forever denied the planet's embrace.
I feel for you. Can only imagine how tough that's been.
My kin now dwell within these effigies. I beseech you, lend them your ears. Long has it been since they have had an audience.
They're not bound to the planet, and so she rejects them.
Because you have to come from the life stream to return to it.
Which means these dudes can't die, right? They're invincible!
I'm not sure that's something to celebrate. Being stuck as spirits with no hope of release sounds like a fate worse than death.
As if you know anything about dying. I mean, are you even really alive?
Another stuck spirit, perhaps?
We shall not rest till the materia is ours.
Uh-oh.
You and me both.
Oh great, this sounds even better now. We don't even have subtitles of what they're saying. Oh, hi. Of course. Oh, lovely.
Let's finish this.
Ooh, ow, Cloud, you need to heal.
Come on. You're dead. Ends here. Come on.
Man, these guys.
Come on.
Alright then, ow. Again, maybe I have the feeling I'm a little underleveled, but what can you do? Yeah, now I'm kind of getting some, like, Fatal Frame sort of vibes.
To be spurned by the planet forevermore. Thus did we resolve to forge our own path to salvation.
With materia, you mean?
We long to lay hands on the materia of peace.
Materia of peace? Also, this place is lovely. Sure, keep plenty of these on me. After you defeat enemies, then you heal on the bench. Does it make the enemies respawn? Hi! That is a good question. I'm not sure. Alright, more nerds. Do y'all mind?
Ain't dead yet.
Ooh,
Come on.
Asians. You piece of trash. I might just be under leveled and need to go back and like really level grind at some point. This is getting crazy.
Shake it off, okay?
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, now I'm kind of worried that we might be coming upon another boss fight. Hey, I really hope not. Oh. Right, crystal sword. Greatly reduces his MP, or his materia slots. I might change my party around too. Probably be for the best. Oh yeah, some new equipment would probably do them very nicely as well. We'll see. Alright, nerds. And these guys. Up. You jerk. Okay, again, that's the one complaint that I have. Is like they always seem to like steal my They seem to steal my ATB charges, especially at critical moments. No matter how much of a tank someone is, let's get that crap beat out.
Come on. Now! Hell yeah.
See about
You're up.
Phoenix. That works. Well, I guess that works.
There is but one thing that can deliver unto us ultimate salvation, and that is materia.
So an ultimate materia? Where is it? You gotta tell me!
In the materia of peace, we shall find the end for which we have long yearned.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Our ultimate salvation is cessation. It is nothingness. Our wish is not to exist, but rather to no longer exist.
Ultimate salvation is nothingness? Okay.
In the purest of materia, we place our hope and faith.
Are they talking about like the giant materia? Decides not to try the oregano from this region? Yeah. Oh no, is this a boss fight? I have a feeling this is a boss fight or something that... Already went from one hard boss fight to another. Oh. I always mix up mixed potions and mist potions. Jeez. Oh.
Don't know about y'all, but I got a sinking feeling. Think we probably don't want to overstay our welcome here.
It's hard to feel at ease around folks whose only desire is death. And if the planet won't let them have it, well, who's to say they won't let the planet have it?
Save me!
Sure.
Don't you think someone responsible like me ought to hang on to that materia? So it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Girl, you've
I
already
think we
laid
shouldn't
out.
get involved at all, lassie.
You've already laid out what you
We'll
were
wait for
saying.
that.
What do you think he wants us to do for him?
Steeped in our one desire, purest of materia no more, with pain and spite made black. Steeped in our one desire,
Black materia? Loud. Uh-oh.
Whatever that materia is, we can't let them have it. No matter how much they want it. Don't know how far we can let this go, but for now we play along.
I mean, the black materia was a thing in the OG, like that what Sephiroth wanted. Oh, here we go again. Oh, great, sorcerer. Lovely. Oop, I need to take out the sorcerer. Ah, more than one of them too.
Survive the chaos and calamity. Those who did but to the planet, we were not welcome. Not in life, nor in
Calling fire.
Why are these things so annoying?
Let's try that again.
We have to take out the sorcerer before we take out the rest. Stand still, you piece of crap. No, I don't. I want to focus on this guy. Piece of crap. Let's take out one of the damage dealers. Okay, good. They got the other sorcerers. Thank goodness.
Gotta be careful. Feeling good. Time to get serious. You're up. Looking good.
Stick it out to the end.
Piece of crap. Hopefully this isn't gonna become me beating my head against a wall.
Those not born of the life stream can never join its flow. One cannot return to that from which one did not arise. And so our souls sought refuge here. Yet idleness brought no solace. Our days, a penance imposed by the planet for the sin of our existence. And now, our only wish is to be freed from this prison, to be granted true release. From the planet, we claim the greatest of materia, a most sacred treasure, and imbued it with our desire for freedom. After an eternity, the materia began to stir, and thus did we rejoice, knowing that salvation was within our grasp. We rejoiced, so convinced were we that our prayers for release had not been in vain. Yet the loathsome Cetra trespassed upon our lands and stole the treasure that would grant us deliverance. Therefore, we ask that you retrieve it, the black materia, key to our oblivion.
What?
Please. It alone can liberate us from this endless dream. The Gi cannot rest until our sacred treasure has been restored to us. Moreover, in redressing the crime of her ancestors, the Cetra may help us to let go our ancient grudge.
Where is it?
It is said the orb lies within a place of Cetra worship.
A place of Cetra worship? Or temple?
You know what?
I have an idea. At least, I think I do.
Forgive me, Hollow One, if I regard you with suspicion.
Now hold on there. I'm friend to one and all, thanks to my crystal ball. No matter your need, I have the right read.
He's strange, but you can trust him. Really.
Alas, it appears we have been discovered. I trust you will return our materia to its rightful home. Only you can end our torment.
This is interesting.
I guess we're back?
Yeah.
We need to get moving.
Right.
I'll make you proud, Dad. Just wait.
Oh. Well, that was quite the sidetrack. And being given a mission to retrieve the black materia? I mean, you do have to go to retrieve the black materia, but I forget why. From the OG, that is. But this is interesting, tying it to the Gi. When this was kind of just like a main story, but a side thing with
It's good to see you again.
Nanaki.
Allow me to escort you to fellow Bugenhagen. Please, this way.
Sure. Yeah, whole lot of just...
Hook, line, and sinker. Those undead suckers actually think we're gonna give them back their materia.
They called it their salvation or whatever. But to me, it sounded more like something with the potential to wreak some serious havoc. Nope. No way in hell are we letting them have it.
Can't let him have it either.
Him?
Sephiroth. Did no one else sense him?
No.
You're the resident expert. If you say Sephiroth was there, I'll believe you.
Oh.
Wait. So, are you saying Sephiroth's after the black materia too?
Probably. Better to assume he is.
Well, come on! Let's go! Can't let anyone get between me and my materia!
So, Kate Sith, I gotta ask, how do you know about the Cetra Temple anyway?
Well, I wouldn't say I know about it exactly. Not directly, anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just recall some document or other discussing its existence. If we can get to a Shinra terminal, I should be able to find it again.
Terminal, huh? They set any up here?
I think so? I bet old Boogie will know for sure.
Boogie. Scared to point out it's interesting that Square Enix finally gave some context in the origin of black materia. That's true. Because I was wondering, I was thinking it was the materia in Aerith's hair that they were saying, but that they, I don't know, somehow they created the black materia? Or they had the black materia? And calling it the materia of peace.
Thank heavens you're alive. I feared you might have returned to the planet.
Oh, come on. We both know you didn't need to worry about me. After all, I am the son of Seto the Watcher.
Forgive me. But if I recall correctly, Shinra should have set up a transmission terminal here in Cosmo Canyon, so... where is it?
Oh. What did become of that thing? Ah, yes, now I remember. I was so fascinated by the technology it employed, I did some tinkering. Some tinkering, I say, though it was quite a lot. But now it serves a decidedly more practical purpose.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, do you know about a Cetra temple?
A temple, you say? If you mean a place where they worshipped gods, none exist. The Cetra never engaged in such practices.
I didn't know that.
Maybe it was referred to as such by someone ignorant of their culture. If instead it is a site of importance to the Cetra that you seek, texts do speak of one, and of the pains taken to conceal it.
So, it does exist?
Perhaps, though I know not where it is.
Huh?
And even should you find it, I would urge caution. They were a star-crossed people. To follow in their footsteps is to court tragedy.
Oh.
However, the rewards may yet outweigh the risks. You must bring every one of your senses to bear. For then no secret will elude you, however well hidden. And when you return home, I hope you'll share your discoveries with me.
Fellow Bugenhagen!
What is it? I'm a little busy here.
Another man in a black robe has come. What should we do?
Uh-oh.
Well, now, a friend of yours?
Where'd you see him?
'Cause 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 'cause
Oh, the village gate.
We should check it out.
Ooh. Peace for them, maybe not peace for other people. Yeah. Ah, so this is kind of like what they did with Johnny, where if we speak to various people, they'll kind of zip zap us all across the settlement instead of having to like walk absolutely everywhere. That's kind of nice, considering this place is, what, probably 3-4 times bigger than it was in the OG? Oof.
I suppose I ought to seal the door once again.
Also, I do like how Bugenhagen took some accountability for his actions towards, like, Tifa and Aerith and all them when we were talking about, just everything that happened. He's like, oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You need some education. Or whatever. He's like, no, I was wrong, you know. I wasn't as informed as I thought I was after living for so long. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the accountability and the ability to just let your world be expanded a little bit. It's nice. Hey.
Blessings of the planet be upon you. Are you in need of guidance?
Ooh, man, this place is big. Should get going for family shenanigans. May or may not be back. I appreciate you hanging out, Minstrel. I do hope you enjoy the family time. And we'll see you sometime. But I appreciate you hanging out and stopping by. I guess we'll just go to the entrance. Oh dear.
Nanaki! Is this man okay?
Hi.
He is, albeit rather weak. Not sure why, though. I know Mako poisoning when I see it, and this isn't it.
Oh?
Nibelheim, ain't that?
Where Tifa and I grew up.
Ah, of course. Nibelheim has a terminal. I'd bet my whiskers on it.
It, had a terminal.
Look, remember when you told Guy an attack back there? That I might be weird, but you can trust me. Aye, well, even if you were lying, I'm gonna prove to you that you can trust me. That I'm on your side.
It's not that.
We should go.
Wait, you're talking about heading to Nibelheim from here? There's no roads you can take far as I know.
Maybe we can't go by land.
Oh?
But by air.
Did?
Smoke.
Right then, back to the airstrip we go.
Ah. Which, yep. Opens up the world.
Cloud.
Hi.
Proto-relic energy signature confirmed.
Ah.
And relatively close to you. While the signal is on the weaker side, it may serve as a good place to start. I'll send you the coordinates right away.
I figured. I figured everything was gonna open up here.
I heard the people in...
Now we get a little bit more of a leeway to explore the Cosmo area, of course. How we looking? Oh, well, we're all healed up, so like it. Excuse me. So yeah, now we've got side missions, we've got the whole map. Like, we've got a lot to do. My goodness. First let me see if I can get us back to the board.
Blessings of the planet be upon you. Are you in need of guidance?
Yeah, let's go there. Again, being able to zip zap around here is pretty handy. Let's see what the side missions are. Side quests. Right, and I still haven't found the Chocobo track. Skywatchers. Ominous room been sighted in the Veil of late. Dreadful fiends. Request assistance with spotting and photographing said phenomena. Interesting, sure. Photographing, huh? Photography. Words. From whence life flows. Tire too long, old-fashioned fieldwork. Seem to have misplaced my tools. Drop by and lend a hand. Sure. I'll help out. Alright, who do we have to talk to? And then of course we have Queen's Blood players. Of course. Okay, that's... He's up there. And they're in the Flight of Scholarship, which... If we go to the Planetology Assembly... Yeah, if we go to the Planetology Assembly, we should get right there. So
Blessings of
handy.
the planet be upon you. Are you in need of guidance?
Bless them for making it fast to get around here after all that. Yeah, we do want to check out the side quests, of course, because each of the side quests always tends to have a little bit more of lore and whatnot. I guess we'll see... Wait, hang on. I want to see something real quick. That's with Yuffie. We don't know who these will be with, though. Okay.
Such ill omens are by no means a
hello.
rare occurrence.
Excuse me, is something wrong?
Oh, Aerith.
Ah, you again. Nanaki's companions, yes? Forgive me, I've yet to introduce myself. I am Caesar, one of the Canyon's mentors. Now then,
Where's some quests with Tifa,
to answer
though?
your question, rather vile fiends have been sighted in the Vale. Ones believed to be portents of calamitous ruin.
Really?
The creatures have been observed on many occasions in times long since past. But always has our planet risen to the challenge, brought her might to bear and staved off disaster. It is through this unique celestial event that the planet provides us with proof of her victory. As you can see from these photographs, once the cataclysm has been averted and our world stands triumphant, gloriously resplendent comets grace the heavens.
Huh. I don't see anything like that around here.
Indeed. Though it should be said that none of these pictures were taken close by, but rather far from our current location. Perhaps we simply cannot see the miracles from here. The falling stars may have left their marks in the skies elsewhere.
We're gonna go look for them, right?
As if you'd ever take no for an answer.
Truly? You would do this for us? It would be a great weight off our shoulders were you to find them. If you are serious, I suggest visiting the 3 locations in which the fiends were last seen. The signs
Are we gonna have to
seek
fight them?
may show themselves
Maybe.
there.
Here, use these reference materials and this recording instrument. Photograph the comets you spot, though try to ensure your pictures match ours.
Celestiograph.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
Okay.
Very well.
Alright, so we've got that one. Then... Go to the Cosmo Observatory. We should get to Bugenhagen.
We've been trying for so long to have a child.
The seminar is in progress.
Blessings of the planet be upon you. Are you in need of guidance?
Up here. Yeah, man, I'm just glad we kind of get to free roam a little bit again. and kind of get to do some things. Because it feels like we were just stuck down in that kind of slightly heavy and depressing place down there, if I was honest.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Nothing much. We're preparing for fieldwork. Haven't performed any in quite some time.
I like that you can still see Bugenhagen's hands up in his sleeves at the right angle.
Buried them awfully well. But where?
Field work? At your age? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you ought to let us handle it.
Treating me like I'm some invalid? Why, I'm the very picture of health. Oh.
Don't tease the old man.
Just swallow your pride and let us take care of whatever it is. You stay and rest.
Well, I suppose I should take you off my offer while you're still here. Very well. I'll let you assist me.
Good. Now, lay it on us.
I like how real Red has become, too. Like, he's not afraid to speak in his childlike voice. Or teenager voice, I guess.
Are you sure this is accurate?
It was at one point, but life springs are mutable. They rarely remain in one location for long. Indeed, such events move periodically. Nothing unusual about that in the least. However, it is not their positions which trouble me. Rather, what the survey team has reported. Perhaps this fact-finding expedition of ours will clear things up. I would have you visit this site first. There, measure the Mako frequency using this meter of mine.
All right, will do.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, I think we've got all the side quests now. Yeah, we've picked them all up, so then it's just a matter of what next. Yeah. For now, though, I do kind of want to explore a little bit, you know, just to kind of be free for a little bit. Maybe get a little bit of experience. And I guess we could go find that proto-relic. Anatological ruins. So yeah, I think we should roam around a little bit. Alright. We'll fast travel to the entrance. Alright. Yeah, what's saying we need to go see Sid, which means we may get him in our party. And then we're also going to Nibelheim, which means we may be picking up one of the best men of this game. One of my old favorites. Oh, Choco. Choco ramp. Yeah. Whew. That would take us a ways down there. Oh, hi. I do like that we come upon this and the Chocobo's like, hey, I think you need me because you're not going to make this jump yourself, buddy. Like, that's so handy. Like they did in the Gongaga region with the mushrooms, where it's like you walk over to the mushrooms and the Chocobo shows up. It's like, hey, you need me. That's kind of cute. What is that over there? Are those part of the planetological ruins? Because at first I thought that was part of Cosmo, but that's different and interesting. Yeah. Take out Chocobos. Oh. At first I thought he was about to jump off there. Because I need to remember how to glide with this baby. There we go. Oh, just hold R2. Nice. Nice. Whee! Sadly, I can't really control the camera. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Chocobo can glide for days, though. My goodness. Let me steer that way. Oh, nice. A little bit of a lift. Alright, what nerds are we facing down here? Oh, the sand dudes, the Ninja Turtles. It's a Hoggins, that's right. What is with this jump? Ah. What? Shenanigans on that one. Now everybody should be leveling up. Reaching like the bare minimum of the levels that we need. Huh. Interesting. It has platforms. It has platforms, but the little tower register thing is down here. Unexpected. Serious question. Who would win in a fight between the Fat Chocobo or 10 Cocos from Zelda? I kind of feel like the Fat Chocobo would. It would at least have enough heft to, like, withstand their attacks, and then, I don't know, he pretty chunky to slam down and kind of take out the Cocos, enough to faint, probably. Maybe, possibly, perhaps. Let's see what's up here. Just keeps on going. There's this one way to earn Moogle medals. You can see that, yeah. I'm sure there are ways that could be argued for either category, because Cocos can be pretty dangerous. I will agree. But I could see the Fat Chocobo, like, being enough to withstand it, and then just kind of being able to slam down and take him out. Let's see. Oh, it's already back at the farm. Okay. Sadly, it's kind of hard to tell like what the height is for some of this stuff. But I will say an ad is about to start, so we're gonna go ahead and let that ad go. Man, again, time flies when I'm playing this game, to say the least. But we will let the ads go to turn off those pre-rolls, a good chance for us to stand up, stretch, and go to the bathroom. But we'll be right back. At least now you guys don't have to chill with all the creepy chanty music, so, you know. You're back, so thank you everybody for your patience. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more exploring done. We have the chance.
Chocobo, choco, choco, chocobo. I'm on a chocobo. You're on a chocobo.
Can't climb up there. Hello? Oh, there's a thing.
There are sites here dedicated to a Bahamut variant. A
Bahamut
variant known as
variant?
Bahamut Arisen, with armored scales red as the canyon soil, and an engine born of flesh mounted on its back. Its capacity for destruction far surpasses that of the original Bahamut.
Okay. Okay, well that was nice of him to actually say, hey, you need this chocobo ramp to get down here. Yeah, Bahamut Arisen sounds amazing though. Because there were a number of Bahamut summons in the OG. I don't think there was Bahamut Arisen. I think there were like at least 2 or 3 different Bahamut summons though. Ooh. That is a cool Bahamut though. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Hello? Wait, what? Why are there 2 different patterns? Oh, because what I hit. Okay. There. Alright.
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal. This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Alright. Nope. Ew. I see that glow over there. This gives us a little bit of, again, a little bit of a chance to kind of explore around. Also bless that the gliding ranges are fast travel spots. Kind of looks like what we're heading for too, so... Stone golem. Interesting. There. Put him down. Piece of crap.
Best do it right.
To wind. Oh, there we go. Keep it so good for staggering. There.
Finish him off. Let's go. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Fine.
Just like that,
These are some interesting ruins. Choco! Choco baby! Here's the baby. Probably could use a name. Choco baby! There you are. He looks so happy petting the chocobo. And giving scritches. So wholesome. Alright. Gather some stuff. Kinda looks like we need to get up there, but the question is, how? Oh. Hi. Oh, that works.
I see you're approaching the signal. The source appears to be somewhere in the canyon's ruins.
Hi?
These ruins are closely connected with the life stream, and it's thought that they were created to help guide it through the veil. I have complete faith your efforts will greatly aid our planet.
I hope so. Because we kind of know somebody that kind of wants to do the opposite, so...
Wait.
What?
Is that materia I smell? Precious materia. Where are you? No need to be shy, come out. Yuffie's gonna take you home. Is that materia I smell? My precious materia. Where
Oh my gosh, is she gonna sing this thing this whole time?
Yuffie's gonna take you home. Is that materia I smell? My precious materia. Where
Yuffie! I need you to chill.
my precious materia, where are you? No need to be shy, come out. You
Oh!
Yuffie!
Niall! Hulk! Billy Bob!
Huh.
It's so good to see you!
You too. We were worried you might
Interlude.
Not be time.
Nothing can kill this bloom.
Clearly.
Say, where's Zonon?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you three!
The Splinter Cell.
Where are my manners? These guys are from Avalanche HQ. They're the ones who helped me out back in Midgar. And I don't think they need an introduction.
Y'all were at the Shinra building, weren't you? Tell me, was Wedge with you? Or did you see him? If you can tell me anything at all, please.
Wedge, I'm sorry.
Don't be. Just, I need to know.
After the Sector 7 plate fell, the things we saw and heard.
All the carnage. It was hell. We wanted to help, we really did. But how? It all seemed so hopeless.
That's when the call came, from the folks at Avalanche HQ. We learned it was the company that dropped the plate. and that they were gonna drop another unless we stopped them. HQ needed volunteers to help storm the Shinra building. This was our chance.
We knew it was the right thing to do. All of us.
Wedge and I ended up being assigned to the same truck.
Oh.
We'll infiltrate the building via the underground parking facility. From there, we make our way up, taking each and every floor.
We've lost contact with Lucia's team. I think we have to assume they're all...
That's enough. First, we'll check in with Matt.
On it.
Let me just scooch on over here. I'm Wedge with the Splinter Cell.
Barrett's crew, right?
Wow, so we're getting this lore right
Here,
now.
try one of these. It'll help you calm down.
Oh.
Thank you.
Go on, Ina.
Our team
Wedge
was
is
heading
so
upstairs
pure.
to take out the president. I know what you're thinking. Avalanche doesn't do that. But when the plate fell, the rules changed. Come on, man. Get the lead out. Don't want to be left behind.
Hey, thanks for the assist.
Oh. Right. The injury.
Help me out here.
All right, we're almost there, boys. At long last, we're gonna take back our world, find the bastards who stole it, and send them to hell.
Yeah. I've got friends up there who need to know we're coming. Oh, sorry, but I didn't want them to get hurt, sir. Go, I'll catch up.
Right. We were all fired up, ready to fight.
And then that's how Wedge got in contact. Oh yeah, taking down the helicopters. You did not just
couldn't believe it.
Do that.
It was him.
Thank you. Damn it.
Don't worry. It's all good, bro.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? That was Wedge.
Barrett, those who pass on become one with the live stream. I know what you thought you heard, but it was probably just the wind.
Whatever.
In times past, the Cetra came to fonts like these to give thanks to the live stream. There aren't many left, so we wanted to help preserve the few still standing. It felt like the least we could do.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see that. Like, my gosh.
Hey, Barrett, why don't we give them
Because it was implied in Remake. But, jeez.
Is there anything we can do for you?
I don't know, restore the planetary fonts? They're this region's main source of energy. And kind of like relief valves for the live stream.
But when they're as busted as this one here, you can't even get close to do repairs. Mako's way too dense.
So we figured we'd use a probe, fix the fonts remotely.
Oh.
Thing is, little guy's just too old. Probably better off in a junkyard than with us.
Oh.
Perhaps I can be of service? Robotics is one of my areas of expertise.
Thanks, Chadley.
Meet Robot Chadley. Or Robo-Chad if you prefer something abridged. At any rate, you should now have complete control over him. Go on, ask him to do something.
Oh. Yeah, I knew. I had an idea that we were probably going to see bits of interlude with the Yuffie and this crew and stuff, but I was not expecting to watch them, to have them show Wedge like that. Like, my gosh. I mean, like, it was over and done with really quick, but oh. And then, of course, like, supposedly hearing that is like saying it's real, unfortunately, and just my heart. Well, what do we do? Wally! Or Robo-Chad, whatever. Gears and Gambits program the robot with gambits and actions and send them into battle with the aim of reaching the center of the spring and vanquishing the enemy leader. What? What? What is this? Sure. Huh. Void. Gambits and actions are programmed prior to the battle. Robo Wars, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. Is this like a league thing? Ice, fire, lightning. Hmm. 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 Oh. Oops. Oh, he big. He's a little guy. Hey now, take that out. Sure. I can't use... I can only use Comet once, so all portal abilities are only once. Okay. Sure, we'll... get him! This is interesting, though. You should have him. Yeah. Okay, well that's fun. Something I'll probably do on my own, but that's fun. And it's not too stressful.
Wow.
It's a shame the others ain't here to see this.
Who says they're not?
What's that?
I believe that light will lead us to another set of ruins.
And another font to fix too, I'll bet.
Is it okay if we tag along?
Sure, why not? Whatever beef I've got with you HQ kids, The planet's welfare takes priority.
That was a good bit, good little bit of lore there. Still sad, like, jeez. Oh, game. I guess we can take a look at this celestial phenomena while we're out here too. That way. Lore dump was heavy. It really is. It really, truly is. That's the way it is with, you know, beloved characters and such. Oh, is it up top? I bet it is. Then how are we gonna get up there? Yeah, it's gotta be up there. There's ramps. Come on, baby.
Chocobo, choco, choco, chocobo. I'm on a chocobo. You're on a chocobo.
Enemies. Oh, we went past it. Nope.
Anyone else think it'd be fun to climb one of those things?
What? Oh, over there. We can't climb up there. Hang on. There. Let's see how high this thing will carry us. Way! Well, relatively high, but oh man. Definitely not high enough to get where we need to go. Because that place is up there. Well. Choco chick. Old, there's a choco baby. Choco baby? Wait. Where'd you go? You there? No. I can't see. Here you are. Ah. Feel good. And then... Still looking good though. How in the world did I get up there? Oh. We can teleport to the cave of the Gi. That's a little concerning. Just a little bit. Looks like maybe there's a back way some way. Here we go. Maybe this will be it. I just want to see if we can get to at least one of those celestial spots. Y'all look new. Oh. Hi. A whale? I knew we were gonna have to fight these things. He big. He very big. And he looks like he has friends. Yeah, that's an omen. Oh. Stay away from you for now. You got the babies.
You're done.
You got the ads. Reaper tail. That sounds lovely. Interesting. That looks like that hurts.
I'll end this.
Oh.
Calling ice. Gotcha.
And
calling fire.
oh. Oh. No! No! Let him go, let him go!
Gotta be careful.
There we go. Alright, Tifa, get him up. Cloud, use your limit break, buddy.
Good to go?
This time.
Get in there.
Alright. You're out of luck.
There we go. interlude.
I'm in.
Yeah. Nope, nope, no! Loud. Poor dude. Cloud just can't catch a break, even though he was healed up and everything too.
Kept you waiting?
There. He's grip. He's a quick grip. Phenomena reports as a reference recreate the planetologist's photographs with at least 80% accuracy. Caesar will accept any picture you offer. We gotta have the right accuracy, right? Hey, Moose, how are you? The cop is eating a donut on break, sees a pickup with 12 penguins in the truck bed. He pulls the truck over and says, I don't think this is against the law, but I really feel like you should take these animals to the zoo. Man says, I understand, officer, no problem. Out the next day, same break, same time. Seems the same guy with 12 penguins in his truck bed, but they have sunglasses on.
The picture.
I'm gonna be waiting for the end while I'm getting this picture set up. Pulls the truck over and says, is this some kind of disguise? Do you think I'm stupid? Oh, we need the arch. Is it though? The man says, no, yesterday I took them to the zoo. It was great. Today we're going to the beach. Took them out to the zoo, not take them to the zoo to return. Ha. Very cute. I appreciate that, Moose. How are you? I mean, if you got a bunch of buddy animals, you gotta do fun stuff with them. Oh wait, not the right one. There we go. Okay, that one. We're doing that one. It needs to be right over that. It's longer, but it's your fave. Thanks for indulging. Yeah. I always like wholesome jokes. I appreciate you dropping in to say that. Oh, it needs to be zoomed out. Old. Needs to be very zoomed out. But no, I had a joke that I told earlier in stream, but I think you and I think even 5-star would appreciate this one. It's a little bit more music, but it has to do with chickens. But why did Mozart get rid of all of his chickens? He might need to be a little further back. Because every time he would ask who's your favorite composer, all the chickens can say was Bach, Bach, Bach. Yeah, that's one of my favorite jokes. We need to be really far away, I think. Yeah, we're too close, I feel. Like, we can almost get close within 80%. Yeah, we gotta get like somewhere further, maybe.
Oh.
Mind you of another? Go for it. Oh. There's a man that brings his dog to a talent show. He says, "This dog can answer any question. Ask away." Alright. The closest I can do right now is 60 accuracy. Oh, 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 hold. Hey.
Nice. This is perfect.
Yep.
Well, well. Maybe you ought to add photographer to your resume.
Let's look for other spots.
Ask away. The first judge says, "What's on top of this building?" And the dog says, "Roof, roof." Not impressed. The second judge says, "What is on a tree?" The dog says, "Bark, bark." Still not impressed. The third judge says, "He is clearly just making dog noises. Let me ask this. Who is the greatest baseball player?" he asked, and the dog replied, "Ruth, Ruth." That's cute, though. Yeah, again, I'm always down for any good wholesome jokes or good puns. Those are my jam.
Chocobo, choco, choco, choco. Oh, I'm on a chocobo. You're on a chocobo.
Whee! Yoko. Oh, there's the bird. Old. Oh. There's the baby. I heard the baby. Hold on, Owl. I'll get to you in a second. I gotta find the choco baby. I heard you. Where are you? Oh, I think this is the secret. Well, hopefully we'll find the Choco Baby again. Alright, I'm coming. Ah. Again, Casey's accent just is too good. And I like how much more like adorable he is. I mean, it's kind of like what everybody's been saying about every character in the FF7 Remake series, is it's like all these characters have gotten a glow up in terms of like their personalities, their struggles, their animations, everything. Dinner time.
Cloud, by analyzing the life
I'm back later with another joke. Hey, you are welcome anytime, Moose.
transmitter chip. First, look for
And what's for dinner?
ship, then scour the surrounding area.
If you care to share. You know we like talking food here.
Landmark.
Ooh. Dilapidated ship? Interesting. I guess maybe it was an airship, because I can't see there being like a boat ship out here. Hmm. Went out to do the Mewtwo raids yesterday. Started to rain. Just glad you didn't get sick. Oh gosh, that sounds terrible, Ami. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to go out and do any of the raids. Or at least like find a group, because I know it was so much more like scattered than say the Kyogre and Groudon raids, unfortunately. Did you catch anything good? That's neat. I know my husband will like to go out with me. He doesn't play Pokego, but like his best friend does. So sometimes his best friend will ask him if I plan on going out or doing anything when it comes to like the events and raids and stuff. That's cool. Then what's on the menu? Let you know if you're still here when you're done. Yeah. We'll probably still be going for a couple hours, depending on how the game goes. Because we were kind of stuck in a very interesting, dark place at the beginning of the game. Kind of want to just be able to explore, but I also don't want to slow it down too much with getting too caught up in the world intel. Yeah, we should be going for a couple hours. I know I heard Choco Baby, but I don't know where it is. Or maybe that was just the Chocobo. News he got weren't great. Park is near the mountains, so he had spotty signal. Oh no! I know one of the big raiding groups in our area went to the big park. Like, they probably went to the big park Saturday and Sunday, but I just didn't have a chance between helping our farm friends on a Saturday, being wiped from that, and then doing family stuff on Sunday with Easter and all. Yeah, I guess it's just the Chocobo calling out. Use the campfire app. That's how you knew there was a meetup. That's pretty smart when it comes to finding those raids. Since it wasn't every single gym. Let's hop down. Oh, deer. I'm kind of curious if the deer have any significance to the world, kind of like the rabbits and all that do. Because they're not enemies. We know that. I think we've got to fly to get up there. So let me head this direction. But crazy enough with the taken over event that was going on in Pokego, I got like 2 shiny Volibes, the little vulture baby things. One was from the research and one was just like out in the wild. I was like, huh, okay. Way. There we go. And I think I need to fly over to this. Nope, not gonna make it. Crackers. I'm a little sad that the camera isn't the greatest. Like, I can't control the camera. Like, I control the chocobo, but I can't control the camera when we're flying around. Like, I can't look around all that much. Yeah, I think we've got to use those to get over to that tower. Which is neat. Like, helps you utilize the chocobos. Oh, now I can't see. There we go. Whee! It's like, it feels like the only way you can see is if you descend. Right. Yes, maybe I could have climbed up here. Either way.
Piece of cake. Going in.
Somehow these guys stagger really well, and I'm okay with that. Ow! Step! Rude!
Second wind.
Jeez, these guys. Old.
Let's be smart.
Well, that's a good heal.
You're done.
There. Alright, up we go. Alright. It does look like an ad break is about to come up. Man. Is time really just flying that quickly? Yeah, it is time for another ad break. My gosh. It's incredible to think of just how fast time is flying while I'm playing this game. Like, I'm not as aware of time when I'm playing it. Which, with RPGs, is kind of a thing. But again, we try to only take 3 minutes of ads per hour to pre-rolls. A good time for y'all to take a stretch break, of course. I'm gonna probably do the same. Because stretch breaks are healthy. And then it also, for anybody that is watching the ads, it makes sure it assures that you guys won't miss anything. And of course, if you ever want to miss the ads, you can always do Twitch sub, Prime Gaming, Twitch Turbo. If you do a sub, you also do get access to adorable emotes and a sub channel in the Discord. There. Ads are going though, so I will leave you guys with the fun, comfy world music we've got going here. So I will be right back.